Your local public television station presents Lakeland News at 10. News for Bemidji, Brainerd, and all of the Lakes Country. Dennis Wyman with the news, Stacy Christensen with the weather, and Justin Prince with your sports.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching tonight. I'm Jackson Brunner filling in for Dennis Wyman. One person is confirmed dead and a 5-year-old girl is missing after a fire at a mobile home park in northern Bemidji. Authorities responded to the 3900 block of Irvin Avenue at about 3 a.m. on Wednesday morning to find a house fully engulfed in flames. After gaining control of the fire, authorities found an adult body inside of the building. The name of the victim has not yet been released. Authorities are looking for 5-year-old Brittany Rose Balser, who was on hand when the fire happened. Grandfather Harold Smith tells Lakeland News authorities couldn't find a sign of her after sifting through fire remains twice. She is 34 inches tall, weighs 50 pounds, and has blonde hair and green eyes. She was last seen wearing a black shirt, a pink skirt with stars, and a bandage on her arm covering poison ivy. Anyone with information should contact the Bemidji Police Department at 218-333-9111. Charges have been filed in connection to the hit-and-run death of a 10-year-old girl in Aiken County. According to a criminal complaint filed with this case, Stephen Lee Meyer faces 2 counts of felony criminal vehicular homicide after blood-matching victim Kaylin Donovan's DNA was found in his boat trailer. His Jeep Cherokee allegedly struck her along Highway 18 on June 10th. Just before 8 p.m., a witness told authorities he heard howling tires and a loud bang before watching the Jeep, followed by a pickup pulling a camper, both quickly drive away from the crash site. Authorities questioned Meyer and Deborah Chandler, who was traveling with Meyer and driving the pickup, about Donovan's death. Chandler told authorities she knew Meyer had hit something and felt horrible for not stopping. Authorities say tire marks on Kaylin's thigh closely resembled those of his trailer. Both drivers were arrested on June 20th. Details about charges against Chandler have not yet been released. Governor Mark Dayton has announced the decision to appeal a court ruling that called a Minnesota energy law illegal. The law in question looks to improve air quality by restricting electricity from power plants that emit greenhouse gases. A 3-judge panel of the 8th U.S. District Court of Appeals sided with North Dakota Utilities, who said the law prevents them from selling coal-based electricity in Minnesota. Dayton argued the law doesn't illegally restrict coal-powered plants. It only requires they be offset by reductions at existing ones. A new business venture for Bemidji's Lavalley Industries was presented this morning at Bemidji's Launchpad. Our Josh Peterson was there for the presentation that is designed to help up-and-coming entrepreneurs.
Have an idea but not sure how to make it happen? That is where Lavalley Industries' latest business venture comes in. This morning, CEO Jason Lavalley and CFO George Prince presented to a local group of small business owners and entrepreneurs their way to help anyone who has a concept or idea and make it happen through their new business, IdeaWorks.
So IdeaWorks is the newest business venture for Jason Lavalley, my business partner, and myself. And it really came about because of our success at Lavalley Industries, taking something from a hand-drawn sketch to an internationally distributed product. We saw just enough commonality between the things people were looking for to actually start a business designed to actually help those folks.
For Lavalley Industries, this is an opportunity to educate locals about what to do and what to expect when launching their own product or business, and in return, help grow Bemidji's local economy.
What's neat is our past and experiences have proven that as long as we're able to go and educate the banks to let them know what's out there, they're going to utilize those resources.
Lavalley Industries says there is really no bad idea or question. If it is something they can't help with, they will still make recommendations and get you going in the right direction.
Our goal is to have initial contact with as many people as we possibly can. There are some ideas that aren't going to be a good fit for us. There are some ideas that we're not going to be able to help you with, and we're going to tell you that up front.
Pulling together resources is also a key to success for Lavalley Industries. And that key is what they want to share with locals who are seeking a way to launch their project. In Bemidji, I'm Josh Peterson, Lakeland News.
Weekly meetings are held with area entrepreneurs every Wednesday at the Launchpad in the Mayflower Building in downtown Bemidji. House Democrats stood up for gun rights today by sitting down. Lawmakers staged a sit-in on the House floor and streamed it live online, saying they would stay as long as they have to. Manu Raju has more.
The time for silence and patience is long gone.
Furious Democrats take to the House floor and refuse to leave, demanding a vote on gun control after the worst mass shooting in U.S. history.
We're calling on the leadership of the House to bring common sense gun control legislation to the House floor. Give us a vote.
The business of the House grinding to a halt.
Pursuant to clause.
As dozens of Democrats press for a bill they say will prevent terrorists from buying a gun.
Suspected and known to be a terrorist, why can you get a gun, a machine gun?
The House went into recess. With that, cameras in the chamber were powered off. Members streamed the protest online.
No bill, no break, no break, no bill.
Democratic senators marched onto the House floor too. Online, support flowed from like-minded presidents. Republicans called it an unhelpful stunt. One North Carolina Republican calling it a disgrace to Woolworths, a reference to the historic 1960 protest for racial equality. On the steps of the Capitol, Democrats staged an emotional vigil.
All day, we'll be there as long as it takes, every day.
Chicago lawmaker Bobby Rush, whose own son was shot dead, recalling his wife's horror.
I never will forget the primal scream of my son's mother, shot down in cold blood on the streets of Chicago. It's time to end this chorus of primal screams in our nation, and it's time to end it right now.
Congressman John Lewis led today's sit-in. In the 1960s, he organized sit-ins at segregated lunch counters in the South after joining the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.'s fight for civil rights.
Still to come on Lakeland News at 10.